Okay, a lot of you have been asking me, what do I eat on this program? What do I eat? What do you eat, David? And one of the things that I eat, one of my favorite things to eat is it's kind of an omelet. It's really vegetables, as many vegetables as I can, heat it up in some water, and then some eggs, and I use these pasture-raised eggs. And the beautiful thing about pasture-raised eggs is you can eat the whole egg. You know, for a long time we've been talking about taking the yolks out of the egg and just getting the protein, but really there's a ton of nutrients in that yolk, in the egg, including CLA and vitamins and nutrients. I mean, that yolk is incredible, right? But in factory-raised eggs, that yolk is unhealthy. And so that's why we've been saying throw it away. So you've got to find yourself some pasture-raised eggs. These are chickens that get to roam around a pasture. They each have 108 square feet of grass. And they get to eat the grass and the bugs. And oh yes, chickens eat bugs. They're omnivores. They're not meant to eat corn. They eat bugs and grass and herbs and whatever's out there. They'll eat it. We have chickens here. They haven't started laying eggs yet. I'm excited for when they do. But until then, I've got these pasture-raised eggs from Texas Chicken Ranch. So hopefully you have something like Texas Chicken Ranch where you are and you can get some pasture-raised eggs. That's not cage-free. That's a different... Anyway, get some of these. Read the little article that comes with it. Check it out. So, oh, and they're brown. And here's just a little axiom for you. Brown eggs taste better. So what you're going to do, we talk about getting a pound of vegetables every day. In fact, let me do something here. I'm going to get a little... I'm coming. Here. We talk about getting a pound of vegetables, and I'm not a big advocate of weighing things out. I hate weighing things out. But I want you to see, I'm looking for a bowl. I want you to see how much you can get just in your breakfast. So that bowl weighs a pound. We're just going to adjust that to 0. Real simple. So we've got a bowl here. I'm going to start heating up my pan. Man, I am all over the place. I hope you like that, because that's all I can. Now, guys, girls, guys, I don't care what your financial... I do care about your financial situation, and there's other programs that I have that can help you with your financial situation. But what I really want you to do is go get a Scan Pan, okay? The Scan Pan is made by Breville. It's got this non-stick surface on it. It's not Teflon, it's not Anilon, it's nothing. It's a baked ceramic finish. Why is this important? Because we can cook on this and none of this surface is going to come off in our food, but what's more is we don't need any oil at all to cook our vegetables on this. They're not going to stick, and if we use a little tiny bit of water, they won't brown. We won't get any of those nasty cancer-causing brown acrylamides that we don't want. So we're going to get our pan nice and hot. That's the key. We're going to put that on there, get it nice and hot. Plus, it's really easy to clean. Right after you cook, you're just going to take it over, get it under the water, and clean it out real quick. They're very expensive, like $300, I think. I don't know. They're very expensive. But get yourself a good 10-inch deep Scan Pan, frying pan, so that you can do your vegetables without any oil, and you're going to save yourself tons of money. This has been around for years. It still looks brand new. I use it every day, and there's no problem. I'm doing a Scan Pan commercial all of a sudden. It's not a commercial for Scan Pan, it's a commercial for, using just investing in a really high quality pan. Go get one. Get a really high quality pan that's not going to dent, it's not going to scratch, it's not going to leach off harmful chemicals into your food, because it's all there, it's stuck, it just works. Okay, enough about the Scan Pan, but get one, because they're awesome. Breville, B-R-E-V-I-L-L-E, Scan Pan, CTX. Look it up on Amazon, or go to biohiit.com/answers, and we'll maybe have a link to it or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to cut some vegetables. It doesn't take much time. You can start the clock now. It doesn't take much time to cook in the morning. Just cut up some vegetables. I like to dice them. Ooh, those stars are pretty. I like to dice up some bell pepper. I'm going to throw that in there. Lots of nutrients in colorful vegetables, guys. Okay, now we're going to just take an onion. A lot of people worry about getting every little tiny piece of onion. I mean, if you're in a restaurant or something and that's what you want, and Gordon Ramsay's yelling at you to make sure that you don't waste any onion, whatever, but they cost like pennies, guys. Just peel them and cut them up and don't waste your time. All right, so I'm just gonna slice some onion here. I like to slice the onion pretty thin because I like it to soften up a little bit. So I just make some slices and then I just cut it in half. All right, I'm gonna throw that in there. And then I'm gonna do my mushrooms here. I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are a superfood. This says high in vitamin D. Let's see what that means. Nope, there's no nutrition facts on there. Anyway, these are sliced baby bellas. It says wash before use. Oops, I didn't do that the other day. I'm gonna wash these. I thought these were triple washed, ready to eat. Whoa, that's a lot of mushrooms. That's too many for me. I'm not gonna eat that many. Don't waste them. Okay, we're just gonna wash these. Get yourself, look at my mess. I'll wash it later. We don't need to wash every single time. You know, we can wash once a day. It's good. If I wait long enough, Shauna will wash these. Shh, don't tell her I said that. Okay, I love these little things. You know where we get most of this little stuff like this is at Home Goods. Have you heard of Home Goods? It's like this, it's like a discount store. It's like the Ross Dress for Less of housewares. So you can get stuff like this on sale for $2. All right? So already we're at 8 ounces. That's half a pound of vegetables. And we haven't even got to our spinach yet. So half a pound of vegetables in your breakfast. Come on, guys. Don't tell me you can't get a pound of vegetables in a day. So I always joke that this is really steamed vegetables with eggs versus an omelet, you know. I'm going to rinse this out real quick. I want to see how much you know, because an omelet is mostly eggs and you fry it up in some oil and put some cheese on it, and that's just nasty. Why would you do that to yourself? This is going to taste so much better. Be so much better for you. Plus you're getting your pound of vegetables. Now, if you don't have, usually I have tomatoes. I ran out of tomatoes. I like to put tomatoes in here. Just the tomato alone could have brought this up to a pound of vegetables. Plus there's a lot of water in my tomatoes. I'm sorry, there's a lot of water in tomatoes in general. Not my tomatoes specifically. But that helps with, you want a nice hot pan here, okay? We're gonna cook this stuff fast and keep it a little bit crispy. But the water from the tomatoes can help to kind of water, saute your veggies. So if you don't have enough water, you can always add like a tablespoon of water, but you don't want too much because when you throw the eggs in there, if there's water in there, it kind of gets weird with the eggs and you get kind of runny eggs, which I don't like. So we're just going to cook this up. Not very long, we're just going to soften them a little bit. I kind of like my vegetables to still be just slightly crunchy. I don't want to cook them really down. Like a lot of this looks like a nice, what you would do for, what's that called? A Philly cheesesteak sandwich, right? And then you would throw a bunch of butter and cheese in there. Yeah, we don't need the butter and cheese. We got all the wonderful flavor from the vegetables because on a regular basis, I avoid eating cheese and salt and processed foods. So my palate has actually realigned with vegetables. And guess what? They taste awesome. I love vegetables now. I never liked vegetables growing up. My folks don't eat vegetables. I mean, they eat a couple vegetables, but not a lot. Okay, so we've got our veggies in there. Now we're going to throw our spinach. I like to saute those a little bit. I don't want my spinach to get overcooked. Overcooked spinach tastes nasty. This is triple washed and ready to use spinach. Look at that big handful of spinach. Okay. This is 4 ounces of spinach. Guess how many calories? It's like -10 calories here. All right, so now I'm gonna have like 12, that's a lot of spinach. Well, we'll see. It cooks down a little bit. So we throw it in the pan. Now we've got 3/4 pound of vegetables in the pan. Can you believe that? We'll see if I can eat all this. It might take me an hour to eat this. I mean, it takes a while. I might let Shauna have a few bites. But I'll take this while I'm getting ready and I'll have a few bites and I'll eat some more. It doesn't take long to make. And it tastes superb. What is that? I thought these were triple washed and ready to eat. I bet it's just a little piece of mushroom. It kind of, okay, look at this pan. So it's all veggies. The spinach is going to start to steam down a little bit. And then you're going to see, look at this. Look at this. Some of the water's coming out of it. And now we got that red, we got the white, we got the brown, we got the green. It just looks so yummy. Okay, now I'm gonna let that steam down a little bit. While that's steaming down, I'm gonna put stuff away and clean up. And I'm gonna grab this hummus that I made before. I made this guacamole flavored hummus. Woohoo! So good. I made some little plastic bags. Oh, I have guacamole flavored hummus. I don't need any avocado today. We'll just do the guac flavored hummus on top. I also like tapatio. I like spicy because, quite frankly, when you're not using a lot of salt, you can add stuff like tapatio or Cholula, and that'll add a lot of flavor without any calories at all and without any extra salt, which is one of our enemies. Come on guys, it's a big bag. Do I care? Why? Because tomorrow I'm gonna chop those up and use them together, so I don't care that they're in a bag but together. That doesn't matter. Just do that. I mean, come on. All right, so this is there. Okay, this is steaming down. Look, check this out. All right, that's about as long as I want it to be in there. Now what I'm gonna do is I want some of that water to go away. So I'm gonna spread this out, let the water kind of evaporate off. See all that steam coming off? That's water going away, okay? Now I'm gonna take my eggs, 2, 3, 4 eggs, depending on how much you need. Eggs are about 70 calories each. I don't count calories really, I don't care about calories. It's, I don't know. When you eat really healthy, 99% of the time, you don't really have to worry about calories too much. Because it's about the quality of your food more than the quantity of your food. You can eat so many vegetables. Like all those vegetables in there, from a calorie perspective, they don't even matter. Okay, so look at this. I'm just kind of mixing all this up. You need your pan really hot, so I turn the heat up here. Because the eggs just take the heat out of it. So I'm just kind of coating everything in egg. And look at this. Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. There's nothing burning, nothing sticking to my pan. Get yourself a good quality pan. If you don't have a good quality pan, you're gonna have to use some like non-stick spray on this. But remember, that can of non-stick spray that says 0 calories on the back, it's just a can of canola oil. It's a can of canola oil, so every tablespoon is 120 calories, so you can't spray a lot. This is a trick of the FDA. So labeling requirements, if it's under 10 calories, you can say 0. So their little label on the back of that can of nonstick spray says 1/7 of a second spray, right? And that's actually 7 calories, but because it's under 10, listen close, because it's under 10, they can say 0 calories, they can round down. So people think, oh, I can spray as much of that non-stick spray as I want because it says 0 calories on the back. When the truth of the matter is, that's just a labeling thing. It actually has 120 calories per tablespoon, which means there's thousands and thousands of calories in 1 can of that spray. Okay, take a look in here. That's pretty much done. I'm gonna let it cook a little bit more, dry out, then we're gonna plate it up, and this will be our breakfast. So how long did that take to cook? Like, no time. And we had a nice little conversation. You could have a conversation with your kids or your wife while you're cooking this. And you don't all have to be running around the house in the morning. Somebody could be standing here and the kids are eating Pop-Tarts or whatever they're eating. I hope my kids are. They do, because I can't get them to eat anything else. All right, so that looks good. Notice how efficient our kitchen is. My wife, she's amazing. All right, put it on a pretty plate. Okay, turn the heat off. We're just gonna put that onto the plate there. I'm kind of doing this awkwardly so you can see it go onto the plate. That's a lot of food, huh? We need a lot of food when we're working out this hard, especially when you're doing a high-intensity interval program like Biohiit. You're burning a ton of calories. You've got that afterburn effect going on. You've got your great hormonal response. Oh, I wanted to show you what I told you before. I'm sorry for the messy kitchen. I keep seeing that. Okay. I wanted to show you this. Is that, look, we took it straight off the heat. We've got a little sponge. Do not make your wife clean this, or your husband or your boyfriend or your roommate. They won't be happy, and they'll be like, why don't you just have a shake or cereal like a normal person? You're like, no, I'm gonna eat real food in the morning. And real food that makes me skinnier. Food that makes you skinnier, absolutely. And the more you eat of this, the skinnier it's gonna make you. Okay, the truth is, the more often you eat healthy like this, the skinnier you're gonna get. Unless your goal is to build muscle, then this is great muscle building fuel as well. Lots of nutrients, lots of protein. All right, that was easy. Set it here to dry. A towel. Okay, so I'm gonna put this stuff away. I like to let it cool off a little bit. I'm just gonna throw this stuff back in the fridge. Stock up on veggies, lots of veggies, lots of veggies, lots of veggies. That's good. Guys, this is what I do every morning. I'm not like trying to show you some random, perfection of made for TV. This is all real time. What's happening, You could cook along with me here. These knives, I suggest with your knives that you wash them right away, dry them off and put them away. It's going to help them keep their edge, keep them from rusting. So, that's important. All right, that food is done. It looks beautiful. We made this guacamole hummus before because we're trying to get more beans in our diet. And so I'm just gonna give myself a bunch of beans here. Look how good that looks. No, now it doesn't look so good. Okay, that's a lot of beans. Now I wouldn't put that much guacamole on something like this, but this is mostly beans. There's only a half an avocado in this whole thing. What I'm really trying to get is the beans. So good. So good. Don't you wish you were here right now so you could eat this? I love tapatio. Tabasco's good, Cholula's good. Flavor that sucker up. Look at all this. I even put, it's a rooster sauce, sriracha. Sriracha. Grab yourself a fork. Eat this. This is so good. Oh man. Wow. Not easy for me to say, I can't even talk, it's so good. We measured out 3/4 of a pound of vegetables in this. We've got 4 eggs, which is like 280 calories of nutrients and protein and goodness. And then we've got this wonderful avocado salsa that we made. And there's another video about this avocado hummus. We've got this wonderful avocado hummus that we made. There's another video, you can check it out. And you can get a lot more videos, cooking and advice and frequently asked questions at biohiit.com/answers. We'll have the link for you right here. Check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Get us your email address and we'll make sure that you get all of our new videos for all of our recipes and all the answers to all of your burning questions about Biohiit. We'll see you soon.